Hello, YouTube. I am on here to share about identity. Identity. Okay? That's what I'm on here to share about identity. That is what the message. There is an identity crisis in this world today. Okay? And that's the message I'm sharing about identity. Okay? That identity crisis in the world today. And we do have one in here today. Yep. Identity crisis. Identity. Finding your identity in your money. In hip hop, people find their identity in their money. Your identity is in the things that you own. So that's what I'm on here to share about. Finding finding your identity in your money. That's how people recognize you, by the things that you own. I want to know what's going to happen when you lose all that. If that's where your identity is. If your identity is in your money, is in your house, in your clothes, but your identity is not in Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm speaking to the rappers and hip hop. And this is what it says in Proverbs 11:28. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Money ain't got no power in it. Money is nice to have. Money ain't got no power. So that's where you find your identity at, is in a gold and platinum record, in a crowd. What's gonna happen when that's over with? If your identity is not in Jesus, you're gonna fall no matter how much you got. Money is nice to have, but I'm looking at money from what the Bible says. So in hip hop, finding your identity in your money, in your millions of dollars. What's gonna happen when you get sick? So if that's where your identity is gonna be over with as soon as the money is gone and the gold and platinum records on the wall. So that's how you recognize a lot of these rappers in hip hop, by the things that they own. But what happened if they lose it? Because if you're putting your trust in your money, in your house, in your car, in your clothes, you can lose it no matter how much money you got. Yep, yep. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. The Bible talks a lot about money. Right in here, it talks a lot about money. It even talks about the love of money, being in love with money. Some of the rappers in hip hop are so in love with money, they'll do anything. The men and women in hip hop will do anything for the love of money. So let's see what the Bible says about the love of money, because that's where your identity is. It's in the things that you own. It says in Timothy 6:10, it's talking about money. It says in Timothy 6:10, it says, people of corrupt minds who have been robbed of the truth, who think that godliness is a means to financial gain. But godliness with contempt is great gain, for we brought nothing in the world. We can take nothing out of it. If we have food and clothes, we should be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and traps, into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money, it's the love of money. It's the love of when you in love with money. It's the love of money is a root of all kind of evil. Some people so eager for money have wandered away from the faith and purged themselves with many griefs. People are purging themselves with many griefs. It's the love of money. When you so in love with money, you'll do anything. Look at our world today. You got men and women in this world who'll do anything for the love of money. You find your identity in your money. No matter if you got money stacked up to the ceiling, money ain't gonna bring you no peace. No matter if you got millions of dollars, that's not gonna help you if you're hurting on the inside. So when you find your identity in the things that you own, what's gonna happen when it's gone? Okay? What's gonna happen when it's over with? If that's where your identity is. If your identity is in your money, you're gonna fall no matter how much you got. And the love of money, people so in love with money, they have purged themselves with many griefs. They in love with it. My real identity is in Jesus. So I'm praying for people who are so in love with money, they'll do anything for the love of money. And those who trust in their riches will fall. That's what it says in Proverbs 11:28. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Bye bye.